This is IGN. The creator of Little Nightmares returns with more of the dark puzzle platforming it's honed over the last decade. This is your IGN review of Reanimal by Will Borger. It begins with a group of children looking down a hole. A boy in a hood, the remains of a hangman's noose around his neck, pilots a boat adrift at sea. I do not know where he has come from, or where he is going, or if he was one of the ones staring into that well's abyss. I only know the way forward. Red lights peek through the dark and fog. They are my compass, and I follow them. Buoys. Where they guide me, I do not know, but there is no other path. The ocean is so vast, and my boat is so small. For a time, I am alone. At the fourth buoy, the boy stops the boat and pulls aboard a girl. When he reaches for the hair mask covering her face, she pins him to the small outboard's wooden bottom, her hands ripping at his mask until he kicks her away. They stare at each other from opposite ends of the boat. It might as well be a chasm. "I thought you were dead," the boy offers. "Where are the others?" the girl asks. The boy doesn't know. She takes a lantern and stands at our boat's bow. The buoys are still our guide, but the girl lights the way forward. By the time I reach the end of Reanimal, the latest horror puzzle platformer from Little Nightmares developer Tarsier, I've forgotten all of this and lost track of what parts of this opening are most important. I'm too busy trying to make meaning from what I've seen, too focused on trying to connect the pieces of Reanimal's puzzle to understand how we got here. But stories, at least the good ones, the ones that know what they're doing, tell you what they're about from the beginning. And Reanimal is a very good story. Remember this. It tells you. Remember all of this. Together, I play the boy, my co-op partner plays the girl. There is no way to select who plays who. It simply works out this way. We sail through jagged cliffs, past mines larger than our boat, bisect a forest of jagged, barren trees. Then the banks of the river we've followed fade, and a large industrial building looms out of the fog ahead of us. It's a remarkable image in a game of remarkable images. Reanimal certainly knows how to set a scene. We navigate broken buildings, push through dark forests, leap across gaps, crouch into places only a child can fit. Often, we need to work together. The world is so big and we are so small. It takes two of us to lift a metal trapdoor. I hold a lever to still a rotating metal shaft so my partner can pilot the girl across. On the other side, she knocks down a piece of wood so I can cross a gap. Reanimal is simple, elegant. You walk, run, jump, interact with and carry objects, boost one another to ledges neither of you can reach alone, and occasionally fight off foes in the clumsy way a child might. Little distinguishes the boy from the girl, save that she can attach her lantern to her hip while carrying something else. The boy's lighter, on the other hand, is only usable if his hands are free. It's a subtle distinction, but an important one, and my partner and I often made significant choices about who would do what based on how much light it would cost us, and whether we felt we could sacrifice it. Reanimal can be played alone, but I found it more meaningful to take the journey with someone else, to coordinate and work together, to congratulate ourselves on our success, and discuss our failures before trying again. Like the boy and the girl on screen, we're experiencing this together. Like them, we are not alone. That subtle distinction of working with a living, breathing person made it much better than it would have been had I spent the whole experience with a computer-controlled girl who always did exactly what she was supposed to. That's not what this story is about, and I am deeply grateful that, in an era which has largely abandoned local co-op, Reanimal offers it. Both Reanimal's gameplay and the choices it offers are satisfying, but simple. It's less a game you play and more a world you move through and experience without the obvious artifice of a video game. There is no HUD, no meters, no minimap. The camera is often fixed to show you exactly what Tarsier wants you to see, and the sense of visual composition here is remarkable. Even horror can be beautiful when framed the right way. Often, the answers to the gameplay questions Reanimal presents are obvious, though not less satisfying for it, and the only way forward, though occasionally we get lost. What carries us ahead are not the puzzles themselves, but the desire to see what's next. If you're expecting great leaps from the studio's work on the first two Little Nightmares, you will not find it here, and I'm not bothered by that. You don't return to your favorite restaurant angry the menu hasn't changed, and here, the chef is a master of his craft. Remember this. Reanimal says it shows you something. All the pieces matter. It's a horror story, a journey through hell made up of the simple, elegant gameplay that Tarsier has honed to a feather's edge over the last decade. There are occasional frustrations, a chase where the way forward is not obvious, a path that's easy to miss. What will keep you going is the story, the world, the characters, the sense that beyond all this lies answers, the act of working together in a world where the scariest things are often not monsters, but other people, and what we are capable of inflicting on one another. What kept me going was playing it with another person, sharing that experience, and working together to discover what was at the bottom of that hole, and how that boy ended up in a boat, and his sister nearly drowned at sea, going through hell together, wondering if it was something that happened to them or the world they, or we, had made. Reanimal's IGN score? 9 out of 10. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest updates on Reanimal, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.